What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eyebrow. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to talk about our Walking Dead Red Fair theory. So obviously, spoiler warning for the Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 15, the comics, all that stuff. If you're worried about spoilers, just stop watching. We're going to talk about a couple things that I think are very interesting and really fine-tune our Red Fair theory. We talked about it before, and this is going to give you the specifics. Now, the potential spoilers, the word is that these 10 people, these 10 characters are going to get picked. And if you have no clue what we're talking about, you're in for a big surprise in this Sunday's episode, episode 915 of The Walking Dead. Now, the 10 victims for the Whisper of Pikes look to be Enid, Tara, Henry, Tammy Rose, DJ, Ozzy, another Highwayman, Addie, Rodney, and Frankie. And I trust the Spoiling Dead fans as they are the source for these potential victims, and I think it's true. Now, if you look at the banners, you can see the Kingdom, Oceanside, Hilltop, and Alexandria. And I think the Hilltop one is the only one that has the red color. The Kingdom, it's red, right? It's this, it's that. To me, it's orange. It's not really red. But clearly, you see red on Hilltop. And the word is that we're going to have 5 victims from Hilltop. And the person with the username WitDog, what's up? Got to give a shout out because she came up with this part right here with the hand, which we're going to have 5 victims from Hilltop. You see the hand in the circle right there at the bottom. Also, the 2 red peppers at the top could symbolize the 2 major victims of Enid and Tara, also from Hilltop, which is interesting. So Hilltop's going to take a big hit right here. And I didn't have a picture of Addie and Rodney with a red object until this picture I see right here. You can see it right next to Addie. It's a red lantern. And this goes way back to the first half of season 9. So they were setting it up in the first half of season 9. I want to give a shout out to @BrettPotter7778. He told me this on Instagram and I didn't see it initially, but then you see Rodney and Addie, and to the left of Addie is a red lantern. Pretty cool, right? Because there you go. There's the connection. The red object, the red clothing, the red stuff around them. Yes, and it has to be red, not magenta, not maroon, red. And it's kind of interesting that we're going to see Addie and Rodney get chosen for the Whisper of Pikes. And it's interesting because we saw them way back in season 9, episode 1. Yes, they're the same little kids that saw Gregory being hanged. So I don't know what it is, but The Walking Dead does not like having teenagers grow up in this world of The Walking Dead. But Addie and Rodney are probably going to be picked, is the word. And I believe it. I believe the sources for saying that. But the people that are going to get picked for the Pikes, it's probably going to be a sequence like they're going to be at the fair and people are going to be looking for them. And I could think of Gage looking for Addie and Rodney, be like, Addie, Rodney, where'd they go? And then the next person is, Alden looking for Enid or something. And that's usually the sequence that we're going to have Earl probably looking for Tammy Rose and Gage looking for Addie and Rodney. Now you can see the red lantern right there, and the word is that Tammy Rose is the victim. So I believe Earl will be looking for Tammy Rose. Maybe Earl has the baby and Tammy is picked for the Pikes. So it's not the red lantern theory, even though we've seen a red lantern with Tammy Rose, Addie, Rodney, and also Henry. So it's interesting that it's been a red lantern for most of them, not everyone, but the Hilltop red lanterns are trouble for sure. Stay away from the red lanterns. Stay away from the orange backpack. Don't be a doctor. Don't be an animal on The Walking Dead, and you should be okay. Now, I'm just kidding, but we know how The Walking Dead does things. Tara is here, kind of wrapped in red right here. You can see the red going around the poles, and it's between the red and the white. But Tara doesn't have too many pictures with red, but it's a shame because Tara is someone that people like. I think she's okay. I'm not the biggest proponent of Tara, but who's going to run Hilltop? We'll have to wait and see, but Tara's got the red right there. As for Enid, she has a couple things going against her. One, she's a doctor now. Well, she's not a doctor. She knows some medicine from Sadiq, but she has a red shirt on right there. Well, you're like, it's kind of maroon. It's kind of magenta. It's kind of this. Is it red? Well, okay. How about this shirt right here? Is it red? Is it pink? I don't know, but ultimately, Enid is going to get picked for the Pikes, I believe. Enid is a doctor. She's connected with Alden. She's got a romance thing going for her. So there's some big strikes against Enid. One, I guess she's a teenager. The Walking Dead doesn't like teenagers, doctors, or animals. Well, I'm just kidding, but there is a pattern for sure. Enid has a red shirt on. I would assume that Alden will be the one looking for Enid because that's probably what will happen is you have different characters looking for that character. Like Alden will be looking for Enid. Earl will be looking for Tammy Rose. But Hilltop's going to take a hit. It's going to have 5 of the 10 victims potentially. That's the early word, and I'm going with it. I agree with what the potential spoilers are saying, but Hilltop is going to take a major hit. Now, what do you think about Henry? Henry is a character that's going to get taken out, and what does that future hold for Lydia? Lydia is going to be a character that goes forward somehow, some way. Henry is a character that some people like, some people hate, and to be honest, I don't think Matt Lintz is that bad. But why would they just bring Henry along just to kill him off? I don't know. And if Henry is in there with Lydia, how does Alpha not see Lydia? Alpha will infiltrate the fair. She'll be wearing a green dress, probably the blonde hair from Hilda from Hilltop. I think her name's Hilda or Hildy from Hilltop, the lady with the green dress. We talk about it in several other videos, but Alpha will probably be wearing this green dress, probably that blonde hair, and the hat, and the word is that she talks to Ezekiel and she says her name is Deborah from Alexandria, and that's a lie, as it's Alpha from the Whispers. But how does she not find Lydia at the fair? Maybe she does and she can't get to her to cause a scene, but I just wonder what happens there. Now let's get back on track with the red fair theory. Obviously there's no red lantern or red clothing here, but there's a red wrench in Ozzy's hand. And you know what? All 3 of these people in this picture are potential victims for the Pikes, and the word is that they're picked for the Pikes. DJ, Ozzy, and Ozzy's second in command look to be picked, and you can see the red wrench right there. As for Frankie, she's got red hair, so need I say more? She's a redhead. But I wonder why she's getting picked, because we haven't really seen her much. And I mean, we saw her in last week's episode in the flashback, maybe you missed it, but Frankie is a big death? I don't really think so, but let me know your thoughts, post your comments below. But do you think that Tanya, the other wife of Negan, we had Frankie and Tanya in season 8, do you think she'll be the one looking for Frankie at the fair? I would think so. It would make sense because Tanya and Frankie would probably still be together and they would be friends. As for the other people that are wearing red or a reddish color or a magenta look or an off red or this, it was a theory that we talked about because of the red objects around there. People were thinking it could be Jerry, Nabila, Ezekiel, this person, that person. And then you're like, well, Bri, he's got a bandana on, a red bandana on. And if you're a rude person, you'd be like, don't be so stupid. Everything's red. People have red blood and they're this and they're that. So, relax. It's a theory. It was fun. It's just highlighting a lot of things there. Some people thought Diane could have been a victim, and there's the red object right there. So we saw the pros and cons for this one and that one. The red is a symbolic theme. Obviously, red means a lot of things, and we're going to have the red fair. But to be honest, I'm expecting one of these people to be picked, and I'm surprised they're not. I mean, DJ is. He's right there. But I'm surprised that Luke or Kelly are not picked. And Luke was captured by Alpha, so I guess it didn't make sense to just have him killed off. And you're like, well, why didn't you just kill him before, right? But you know, it wouldn't be Magna or Yumiko because they're awesome. Connie's pretty great too. I thought Kelly might have been picked. And if you look in the picture right here, she doesn't have something red on, but the person behind her does. Kind of looks like Luke, right? Well, does he have a red scarf and someone takes it? Maybe Enid does, and maybe she's picked. Way back in season 9, episode 9, we saw a close-up of Enid, Marco, and Tara when they were burying Jesus. So we were like, Enid, Marco, and Tara are probably victims. Well, I'm surprised that Marco's not. To be honest, I really am. I just feel like he would be a prime candidate to be picked by the Whispers. But Enid and Tara are. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's a pretty good percentage, right? But like I said before, I feel like the picks are pretty underwhelming. In the comics, it's Rosita and Ezekiel. 2 pretty big characters. Now the show is different from the comics for sure, and we've had some big losses with characters, with Rick leaving and Maggie being this, and this person's gonna go away, and we lost Carl, and we lost them, and we lost this. We've lost a lot of people. But Rosita and or Ezekiel or somebody else could still die in episode 916. Remember, 915 is not the last episode of the season. So we still have one more after 915. Are they setting us up for something big in the finale? Could be, but we'll have to wait and see. And yes, I talked about Ezekiel's shirt before in that, and it was just a theory and a discussion. And people get so bent out of shape at every little thing. But the word is that these 10 characters are going to be the 10 victims of the Whisperer Pikes. 5 from Hilltop, 2 Highwaymen, a Kingdomer, I guess 2 Alexandrians, well 2 saviors that are now Alexandrians, and a partridge in a pear tree. So that's the final red fair theory. If you heard all this information before, awesome. I'm glad you check out the videos. Check out more. We'll have a live stream this Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm excited for episode 915 and 916. Again, if you saw this information before, awesome. Stay tuned, post your comments below, all that good stuff. And like I said, some awesome people commented some of the parts of this video. I give credit where credit is due and shout outs accordingly. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please guys, hit that subscribe button and become a valued member of our PT channel Walking Dead family. It's easy, just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications that we post videos on a daily basis. And remember guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself, you can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.